world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, and I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out
Tonight,
the battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Commanding this unit will be the 6'2 quarterback out of BYU. It's Taysom Hill.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hill. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Here's Smith to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Hill. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hill. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Hill, he'll buy some time right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Hill. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run out of the gun with Swift. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section. It says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. Ball has it knocked loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Hill. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On second down, Swift. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Flushed out right. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get into the ground at about the 23. Myers' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 44, Hill over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hill looks to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Hill. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Hill flush to his right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Myers' kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hill on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A final shot before break. Hill uses the stiff arm, and they're going to get this up to midfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstairs. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Lawrence. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that one complete to Hodgins. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2nd down at 4. Again, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's long. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Hall. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Hill. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Hill throwing once more. He completes this to Sutton. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Uchenna Nwosu coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now it's Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. This is Swift on the counter. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hill. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Hill now to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Lawrence. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence on the out route. He completes it to Hall. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second down, it's Henderson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Hill now to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Give to Hall running right. He'll take this to the 46. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Andre Cisco right there to knock that ball free. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively. So they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really supported them throughout the year. And, boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game. And if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.